IDEX a good setup? No. IDEX was a good setup down here where I initially bought it, and I broke my own sell rules and sold it the next day, and it's more than a double since. Up here, no, it's not a, it's straight up, guys. Like it's straight up. Let it, you know, this is not a good flag. No, it's not a good flag. It had one leg higher, second leg higher, third leg higher in a very short amount of time. I don't think the risk reward on IDEX is very good. No, it doesn't mean you should sell your IDEX. It just because it's not a good long setup doesn't mean it's not a good. It doesn't mean you should sell it. It's two completely different things. You need to think in rewards in terms of risk reward. Like till rate, that thing had a seriously skewed risk reward. Like that was a parabolic. Like IDEX is not a parabolic, but also it's not a good setup. It needs to go sideways at least another week, in my opinion. I think the 20-day needs to catch up at this point, because it's at such a big move. It needs to digest it. Doesn't mean it can't, you know, go straight up from here. It's just not a good long setup. You know, you want a big edge. If you trade, you want a big edge. You need to find this really, like really good setups. Like preferably, you want to find early high tide flags. Okay, like something like Tilray, where I bought. Well, initially I did buy it on the range break here, and I sold on the way up. But this is now my biggest long trade ever, I think. Maybe or the second. Like this one was early high tide flag. It was the first leg higher, right? IDEX, it's already on leg 3. You want to buy early flags, or if they have gone sideways for a bunch of times, so the 20 or sometimes even the 50 catches up, then they can be good too. But right now it doesn't look good. You want to buy them near the moving averages. Like if you study, like you know, I see these suggestions all the time. Like guys, seriously, like if you haven't spent, like I talk about this, if you haven't spent at least a few hundred hours studying breakouts on you know, on all the US stocks, you know, you should probably even not put any suggestions in the chat, because the thing is, one thing you will find is the best breakouts, pretty much all the great breakouts happen from when the price is at the 10 or the 20 moving average. Okay, not when it's way above. That's one of the first things you will notice. I'm always talking about surfing the moving averages. And you will see it for yourself, guys. It's not a mythological creature I'm talking about. You will see it yourself. You. Yeah, and sometimes I break my own rules. I bought space 2 days ago, but you know, I shouldn't have done that. I knew better, but you know, sometimes FOMO gets the best of me. But now the 10-day is starting to catch up, and look how clean of a move it is. At one leg higher, and now it's digesting with higher lows. And then you compare to something like IDEX. Like, okay, I see it has higher lows and everything, but it's just, it's hard to explain. Like, you need to do the work, and you will see it for yourself. You will learn how to identify a good setup. But the key rule rule of thumb is the 10-day and or the 20-day needs to catch up to the price. The stocks are very, unless you know, in this type of market we're in right now, sometimes stocks don't even wait for the moving averages. Most of the time they will. Like even in this market, look at my home runs. Tilray, this thing more than doubled on me. My biggest long trade ever. Look at this thing. The 10-day caught up. The price even undercut the 10-day several times. Look at what is it? SI. It undercut the 20-day. Look at how tight the 10 and 20-day. You know, the price caught up. I didn't buy it here, right? I bought it here when it developed the flag and also MSDR. Where did I buy it? I didn't buy it here. I didn't buy it here. Okay, I bought it here when it flagged, showed relative strength, and the moving averages had caught up to the price. Plug. Yeah, same thing. The price is catching up, and it's still flagging. This is a 4.5-star setup. Once this thing breaks out, I think next time it breaks out over that 70 area, 69 area, it's gonna go. Unless it's, you know, fails and breaks down. But this thing is digesting for a big move. Macy's? No, I don't know. I don't like it. Futu, yeah, tomorrow, if it, yeah, this would be a 5, especially if it keeps going, it's gonna be a 5-star for tomorrow. Whew. And it's so liquid. It's a $200 stock. Yesterday was like $150. Traded almost 20 million shares. And when I bought it initially here, it was kind of illiquid. It was like a pretty small position, and now it's one of the more liquid stocks on the US stock market. Pretty fascinating. And look at how the volume is increasing as the price is increasing, which means the dollar volume is going up exponentially. I'm gonna show you guys. Like most of the money usually comes in on every big market move ever. Most of the money comes in near the top. Now look at the dollar volume on this thing versus share volume. Look at this, how it's going up exponentially. Now all these people who are, you know, I don't know who's buying it up here, funds or individuals or whatever. Why didn't they get excited about this thing, you know, down here? Now people or funds are just buying because the share price is going up. That's called momentum. And if you can create the setup around momentum, you can buy anything you want. You will never have to worry about money again. And probably your kids won't have to ever worry about money again. And maybe even your grandchildren. EMPH is a POS. Yeah, today it is. But I guess that's what happens when you buy a stock that's up, what, 30,000% in 4 years? 20, that's what happens. At some point, the stock's just not going to have these, you know, it's just not going to keep going up. Fuck it, I'm adding to Tilray here. YOLO! Long or short, are you kidding me? I'm not even gonna answer that, guys. You know, it's you know, I'm not gonna. It's obvious you know, just probably just joined the stream, and you also haven't read the instructions on the screen. You haven't followed the instructions on the screen.